Hello, could you introduce yourself, please?
My name's Peter Walling, and I operate a food business, which is a diversification of a dairy farm, where we manufacture wholesale and retail ice cream. Just outside the village of Cockerham, just south of Lancaster.
So what business sector would you consider yourself to be?
Well, we're a farm, so the agricultural sector. We're also a manufacturer. We're also a wholesaler and a retailer.
Okay. How did coronavirus affect your business, Peter?
Quite severely. We've just worked out that for April we are probably in the sort of 80% down, 80% of what we should have taken. So our turnover is down by 80%.
Right.
We've had to furlough 33 employees, and that is not an easy thing to do, because all of my employees, I know them, they know me, they're not just numbers, they're real people.
Right.
And I think that was probably the most difficult thing. And I tried to deal with everybody individually, and it was just that when it was announced, it was a big relief to me, because I could see that we were going to have to make people redundant short term, temporarily, and we were going through all the HR stuff, trying to work out what's the best way to do that. But of course, then the government announced the furlough, so that was a great relief to us all, really. Yeah.
Are you still in contact with all your staff regularly?
Some, yes. I get on the phone at least once a week to,
okay,
I would say, the majority of them,
right,
and they're all okay. You know, they're all
good.
they're all managing, and some managing better than others.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Excellent.
okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What help did you get, Peter?
Well, we got a grant, because we have a cafe ice cream parlour. So we got a grant. That was a £25,000 grant, which was very, very useful, because we did have some invoices that we had the insurance to pay, and that covered the insurance plus some food service providers that we use to get those paid off. And yeah, that was a very big help. Yeah.
Good. So how have you had to adapt your business model, taking into account social distancing, separation, that sort of thing?
Right. Well, as most of the staff are furloughed, basically, until today, basically it was just on the ice cream side of things, because we have a farm as well, and my brother runs the farm.
Right.
It was just me and another guy who drives one of the vans, and he was taking out deliveries to retailers, basically just a 1 litre pack that we manufacture. And then so we managed to maintain a degree of social distancing. I mean, it is difficult sometimes if you're helping somebody load something up, to maintain that, but we're both aware of the, you know, of the things and what have you, and regular hand washing. It's a food business, so regular hand washing is a given anyway, you know.
Yeah, good. And are you doing anything additional to what you did before?
Okay, we've literally today, it's going live today. We've taken one of the office staff back on, and we're setting up a home delivery service that is obviously online. And to do that, you need a website and you need all the whistles and bells. And this guy that we have in the office is very computer literate, and he's putting it all together. And we're hoping to go live with that today, and introduce some home delivery towards the end of next week. But it'll be the social media that drives it really, but the website is there to take the orders, etc. So that's the only thing we can do. We can't really do anything else. That's it really. Can't do much more.
And just going forward a bit more longer term, have you started thinking about plans for how you see your business in, say, 3 or 4 months' time?
Well, it's a bit of a crystal ball moment, that. I mean, I listen to the radio and then watch the television and look out and read things on the internet. My gut feeling is by the time we get to July, August, I think there will be some relaxation of the lockdown.
But are you actually thinking in a business way? Are you adapting your business model to this?
Well, we can't really do anything. We supply a lot of our people that we supply are in the hospitality trade.
Yeah.
You know, that the restaurants, cafes, hotels, etc. So until there's some relaxation in the lockdown, where, I mean, primarily if people were allowed to travel other than what they're allowed to travel to do now, i.e. they could come out to places, say to our farm, we could operate a system where people could observe social distancing. They wouldn't have to actually come in the building. We could serve them through sort of a perspex type divider. We could do all that, but until people are allowed to move about more freely, then that's really a no-no. But as for other people that we supply, we don't really know. It's one of the big worries really, because you don't really know how long this is actually going to exist. It's the conditions that we have now.
Well, yeah, and you're not alone in those worries, Peter. So yeah, you're doing what you can with the situation at the present. But as you've alluded, it's an evolving process that can change weekly. So it's good that you are thinking ahead and getting ideas together. And I know you're using a local delivery model, and whether you just get that side of things a bit busier, hopefully, and weather the storm. So I'll just say thanks very much for your time, Peter. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.